Hi everybody, my name is Andris Poga. I'm music director of Latvian National Symphony Orchestra, and it's my pleasure to present you this brand new album, born in 1906, Dārziņš and Ivanovs. Ivanovs Symphony number 20, his last completed symphonic composition, was in my focus for a couple of years, and I was trying to figure out what to do together with this music, how to present it, what would be the best way to record it, which piece, which composer. And then the idea to put together two composers, both born on 1906, both graduated to the same composition class by Jānis Ivanovs at Latvian Conservatory, but at the same time very different characters. Some similarities, both were seeking for Latvian spirit in the music in very different ways. Dārziņš, for instance, he was, as we can see and we can hear, was deeply inspired by Scriabin, by Bartók maybe, even some Impressionism like Ravel or Debussy on the one hand. And on the other, he tried to put away all these inspirations and to get really what is about Latvian sound. Ivanovs, I think if you want to find an essence of his music, of his style, and of his sound, then you quickly realize that this is all about the nature. He put nature of our country, his feelings about it, his very special way of thinking and his very special way of composing sounds of nature, characters of our landscapes in his symphonic music. And I think these two very different backgrounds put together make sense to see the variety, possible variety of Latvian symphonism. For me, each symphony by Ivanovs has a special, you need to find a special key for each of these pieces, and why I chose the last one, last completed symphony, symphony number 20, is because it's very personal touch by composer himself and very meaningful. You know, this music is never decorative, this music is never empty. It's not only about colors of the orchestra or certain virtuoso style, let's say, of playing the instrument. It's always something about the music is really pregnant of ideas. Many musicologists and many his followers and many colleagues count this symphony as his requiem, maybe his very last, most significant composition. And to me, it's really very exciting to touch this kind of art. Dārziņš, despite he was trying to explain that he wants to remove all the influences from Western composers or Russian composers, that he wants to seek this very, very Latvian sound. And I think many critics of that time were quite ironic of saying, okay, then please explain what does it mean, very Latvian sound, and how you can make, for instance, D major more Latvian than it is in Impressionism or in Russian music. I think that piano concerto by Dārziņš is, first of all, you can listen to it like a chameleon, because you can hear much of lot of different influences, starting from Scriabin and Bartók and maybe Stravinsky, definitely Sibelius, all things of that. And you can only wonder the way or the skill to put all this together in very exciting way, and the pianist himself, he really he knew how to create this brilliant composition to be very difficult but at the same time exciting for the players and for the soloists and for the orchestra too, and same time very sparkling for the listeners. If we really think about how to compare these two personalities, both foreign-born, by the way, both they were born in Russia, both Dārziņš and Ivanovs, and raised in 20s and 30s in newly created Latvian state with sense of identity, very different backgrounds, same compositional school with same professor, or legendary Jānis Ivanovs, and I think that it's even possible these two pieces in this one particular recording can be taken as a conversation in between those two composers.